Peace, everybody. Welcome to McKimmett. We waiting for Dr. Yaffa Bay to call in. So for a moment, we're going to play our promotional song.
New Kemet Spiritual Learning Center. New Kemet is a virtual online school in the making. New Kemet is comprised of wisdom givers, which are teachers and students. We offer a wide range of subjects, all African-oriented. We are still reaching out for more wisdom givers and students alike. The curriculum will be taught by means of posting videos with assignments on the site and use of Ustream. For more information, you can reach us at newkemetcenter@gmail.com. That's NUKHEMITCENCER@gmail.com. Or you can visit us at newkemetlearning.spruce.com. That's NUKMTLEARNING.SPRUC.com.
Good evening, everyone. Hi, this is Sister Yaffa. Absolve me for the delay in getting online. I've switched up phones, and I went through 3 different phones and couldn't find the number for this show. And when I went online, it didn't even have the right date for the show. But I had to go to April the 28th just to get this phone number because nothing came up for today. I wanted to start out by going back a little bit and giving, well, actually, let me back up. For those individuals that today, and what is today? Today is Thursday, April the 20th, I think, of the year 2011, unless today's the 21st. You really don't know what the blazes the day is. At any rate, for individuals who are tuning into this show for the very first time, I would highly recommend, if you've never heard anything from me before, that you log off of the show and go out to YouTube and look for Yaffa Bay, spelled Y-A, F like Friday, F like Friday, A, separate word, B like boy, E-Y, and go to YouTube and look at what's erroneously titled Piercing the Fog and get caught up with that, and then look at How to Survive the Fall of Rome and get caught up with that, and then go back and listen to the American Empire Restored blog talk radio show that you're attempting to listen to now, starting January 27th, and listen to all the shows that were going on every single Thursday up until 2 Thursdays ago, which is when I stopped doing the shows every other Thursday, which means I did every Thursday, but I didn't do last Thursday. Today is the first time I've stopped, and, we skipped a Thursday, because I'm getting into the spiritual aspect of rebuilding or revitalizing and restoring the American Empire. And in order to do that, I need to revitalize and restore real Americans. And if you try to chime in at this point and you're not all caught up, either you're going to get spooked out, you're going to think that this is some witchcraft, magic, voodoo, mysticism that I'm giving, and you're going to take things out of context, and you're not going to comprehend what I'm saying, and you may find yourself becoming emotional and reactionary, and I really highly recommend that people do not become emotional and reactionary, that they hear what people are saying first and see if there's anything there that they can use, and then, if not, discard the rest. But it would not be advisable for anyone tuning into this show, and today's the first time you've ever heard me speak, to start here. I have to say that. Now, I need to go back because I've gotten more than one individual contacted me asking similar question, which is, when one meditates, Sister Yaffa, what exactly are we supposed to be seeing? Meditate what? What are we supposed to be doing? Is there something supposed to be happening here, or am I supposed to be just sitting and being quiet? Which is a very good question. It's a valid question. When you get into, and let me say this, for some people, their age or their physical condition does not allow for the so-called lotus Buddha posture of sitting cross-legged, for lack of a better word, Indian style, what people may call. Meditating does not require that you sit in that posture. it's helpful, but it's not mandatory and it's not required, particularly if you're melanin rich, which some people erroneously call black. But when you get into a meditative state, you are supposed to be reflecting inward, getting a moment of silence and reflecting inward. Some of the things that you should be doing are getting control of your breath and your breathing, your physical breath and breathing, which is one of the steps toward getting control of your spiritual breath. You should be working on the increasing the vibration at which your chakras are spinning. So you should be working on the chakras that you have that spin. And I know a lot of people are probably like, okay, what is a chakra? Where is a chakra? And it dawned on me, even though I still do not have the capacity to hear any of the shows for the last, maybe 5 shows, 6 shows. I have no idea what I'm saying. But I need to give you guys some clarity on what chakras are and what they do. But when you're in these meditative states, you want to spin your chakras and increase the vibration at which they're spinning so that you can amplify the frequency at which you resonate in the omniverse. You're going to, at some point, for some people, depending on where you are spiritually and how long you've been on a spiritual journey, for those that know that this is not your first incarnation, you've been on this journey for a few incarnations, and you may have gotten lost along the way or forgotten what you're supposed to be doing along the way, usually because someone got you caught up in religion, which is really spookism. But as you evolve your control of your breath and the amplification of the spinning of your chakra or energy centers, which are wills that transform energy coming in and out of you from the omniverse around you, that will cause you to do a few things. For some people, it will amplify their capacity to get to the point of raising their kundalini. Now, for some people, that's going to be a different experience. For me, it was relatively painful for me. I got this sudden heat surge that went kind of like up the spinal region of my back, and it just kind of hurt for me going up. So I don't know if I was ready or not ready, but different people are going to experience it differently. But it was definitely a surge of heat that went up the spinal region of my back. For other people, it's going to be the opening of the petals inside of the center of your head, where you're going to start seeing your inner eye opening up. And some people consider the pineal a gateway. I would say that's not quite accurate. They perceive that the soul body gets into the physical body coming through the pineal, and I would submit that that's probably not accurate. For me, based on because when you're melanin rich, you can get into and out of the body through the entire vessel. Some people come out the solar plexus. Some people come out the pineal, and many people just come straight up out of the body, just like sitting up and leaving the whole vessel behind. But when you're opening these petals in the center of your head, for many people, you're going to see an eye looking back at you, and it may be a little bitty vestigial thing, and it may be a whole full-blown eye. For other people, it's just going to be a quietness and a reflection on who you are and what you're really about. But what you're attempting to do is get control over your breath and your body so that you can get to the point that you can control how much heat or cold your body feels, how much pain your body does or doesn't feel, how fast your heart rate beats or slows, how deep or shallow you breathe when you're taking a breath. These are some of the things that you are on your journey to acquire or build up when you get into these meditative postures. Now, as far as the chakras, I'm going to cover the primary 9. There are several, but, there are the primary 9 that people focus on all of the time. The root chakra in the sex center is located down in the region of your genitalia. And the second chakra is located in your navel center. The third chakra is located above the navel. That's where your solar plexus, they call it solar because that's where your sun is. For a lot of people, that's where they feel and get their instinct and their gut reactions to things, especially people that are kinesthetic. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that means you haven't listened to my show, and I'm not going to try to repeat on this point. You have to go back and catch up. The spleen center is in the vicinity of the solar plexus also, just a little bit further back. The heart